Hey there, the second ever Arena Direct weekend just wrapped up and I had a ton of fun. I actually streamed a couple of runs on the main channel, and one of the decks that I streamed was perhaps the craziest run I've ever had in any limited anything. The games were absolutely bonkers, and I don't want to spoil how it ended, but it was crazy from the beginning to the end, and I wanted to share that absolutely bonkers run with you guys. So I edited it down to something a bit more reasonable than having to go out of your way and find the stream. And that is what this video is going to be. If you enjoy this sort of content, definitely subscribe. I'm going to be uploading a lot more videos like this, especially for these special events Arena likes to do, like Arena Direct, Arena Opens, things like that. Maybe some qualifier play in weekends if I do those. So if you enjoy this content, definitely subscribe. There's going to be more of it, but I cannot emphasize enough how crazy some of these games were. So stick around to the end. You're going to be glad you did, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully this pool is a bit better. Let's see what we got. Wow. Oh my god. TWO Nantuko, Ophiomancer. I mean, this is insane. I mean, Springheart Nantuko in general is just a crazy card, but imagine putting this on an Ophiomancer. No, this is not if you control no snakes. That doesn't work. But still. Can I bestow a Springheart Nantuko with another Springheart Nantuko? I can. Oh my god. And the number of tokens I get just keeps increasing each time. Yeah, I can turn this into a Springheart. Okay. Alright, let's see what the pool's like. Yeah, TWO Nantuko is nuts. Let's take a look at green. Green is, wow, it's not deep at all. Green is rough. I'm still gonna run it. Maybe these are splashed. I mean, that's brutal. I mean, I have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, let me look at the colorless cards. Okay, so if we count some of these colorless cards as green cards, and I have this as well, green's maybe a bit deeper. Let's see. I mean, this pool is already looking a lot better. The card quality is so much higher. We have Sliths, this, Evangel, Inventor, Auxiliary, Voltstorm. Happy to play all these cards. Opener Coatl is a very devastating card. This is good if I end up playing like Eldrazi. Play a Transmogrant. I mean, this is playable. Just put all the playables in. Have Convoke. Yeah, I don't know about that. Glimpse is good. Yeah, but I don't have the... I don't know that I have what it takes. I don't know that I have the pool for Eldrazi. As much as I want to. I'm just not seeing the depth there. Maybe? Okay, no, maybe it's in the colorless cards. So let's just take a look at Eldrazi. We'll forget the Ophiomancer for now. And we'll just put the Eldrazi cards in. So this is really good. Should I play this in Eldrazi? We'll see. Probably not, but I want to see the deck first. And then... Okay. No, yeah, I have Eldrazi. I think this is gonna be an Eldrazi deck. Blue, red, no, that's two of my colors, okay. I have two of them. Interesting. Well, actually, am I playing red? I probably want to play red. Sacrifice an on-token permanent. Am I ever doing that in this deck? Probably not. Glimpse is great if I wanted to. Do I want to splash red for Glimpse though? I mean, I do have the Stump Stomp. I have some red removal. Don't think what my opponent was doing with playing Unstable Amulet with almost no energy generation was great, or the Phyrexian Ironworks thing. I'm not really convinced by my opponent on that. I have some cards that I have some, you know, cards that are lands that go really well with, actually this is great with Go Wide. I actually forgot about this card because it was in my sideboard. But I mean, Nantuko on 2 in this deck is just not bad in general, just to like make a bunch of 1/1s and gum up the board and be good against aggro until I start playing Breaker of Creation and Eldrazi. Are the 1/1s green? They are green, so they don't trigger the Breaker of Creation. Because if I counted the Shifting Woodland as well is really good in Eldrazi. I don't know, this one's really tough. I don't think I want this. I even have the Evolution Witness to recur stuff. There's just so much like recursion of big threats here. The question is whether or not I have enough big threats. Wow, Nantuko on Evolution Witness is pretty crazy as well. Just make infinite witnesses that become 4/3s that recur creatures. Or I can make infinite 1/2 death touches. I can make Brood Scales, which is pretty good. Emrakul's Messengers are pretty good to make. Wow, no. Nantuko on It That Heralds the End. See, that's crazy. Like, there's just a lot of good targets here. I think this is the deck, and I think Nantuko will do a lot of work here. Question is, what are the cuts? I don't want to play this, do I? No. Glimpse I don't think is worth splashing. Because I have 2 Unfathomable Truths for card draw, and I don't really want to be pitching my big bombs that I'm digging for. Man, if these were colorless, this would be so insane with the It That Heralds the End. If it just buffed all the 1/1s. So, do I need 2 Worn Power Stones and 2 Snapping Void Claws? Probably not. I probably want to cut a Power Stone, because this does other things as well. And then, let's see, that's 16, 7, wait a second. I have to cut lands. So if I count each of these as half a land, maybe I don't count this one as a land at all. It's really good. I count these as half a land, so this is 17, and I cut 2. Oh no, I cut 1. It's 15, 16, and then 17 between these two, because all of these dual cards are really good. This means I have between 16 and 19 lands, depending on what I need. So I cut 2 cards, we'll say a Worn Power Stone. And this card's are really bad, but I do need creatures. Maybe it's this card. I mean, 0/4 is not great. I don't want to go too crazy on the ramp. You know, maybe I cut both Worn Power Stones. Because, like, I don't want to ramp. I don't want to go too crazy on the ramp here, right? And I already have 2 Void Claws. I have a Sage. I have this Dryad. Like, that's 4 ramp creatures. I have this as well, which is also sort of a ramp creature. I don't want my whole deck to be ramp. I need things to ramp into. And then I have this as well, which I'm counting as a creature. Maybe I do go down another land, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm going to go down another land. And then I'm going to bring in Bring in a Dreamtide Whale crazy. How likely am I to be casting 2 spells on a turn? Not very. Brain Surge doesn't seem that good. Bring in another one of these really mediocre flyers. 4 mana, 3/3 flyer. I mean, it feels bad, but I can buff it up, and then it is a decent target for the Nantuko to clone to just make infinite 3/3 flyers. And I just feel like I'm a bit light on creatures that can do threatening things. So yeah, this is the deck. I think the power of double Nantuko is just crazy, especially with the Evolution Witness. So if they die, I can bring them back, or I can put the Nantuko on the Evolution Witness. I mean, God, imagine just landing this on a Breaker of Creation or just any of my big creatures. I mean, 2 of these big creatures have Annihilator. We're just gonna put Nantuko make that the picture of the deck. I think the card quality of this deck is obscene. I just might just double check, make sure the colors are right. Yeah, okay. I think the card quality here is obscene. Double Nantuko is just gonna carry games on its own. The game plan is just to draw my Nantukos and just put them on like any creature. Okay, yeah, this is a pretty good hand. I probably want to ramp into the Eldrazi Ravager and then put an Nantuko on it. Seems like a reasonable game plan. Even if that's the game plan, do I want to get rid of this Drowner of Truth, or do I want to get rid of the Bridgeworks Battle? I already have 2 big threats, so I don't necessarily just need a 7/6. I'm going to get rid of the Drowner of Truth. A fight spell could be very important here. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Do I want to attack with a 4/4? This is sort of a problem because I only have one source of colorless mana right now. You know what? I need to put those things that crack only for green in my deck just to have colorless sources. I'm realizing this now. They also trigger the Nantuko, so I'm going to put those in after this game. I think it's better to play the If the Heralds the End, because next turn I can put the Nantuko on it and then clone it, and then that's an incredible engine. So I'm going to do this before combat. So I'm attacking for 4 damage. It seems silly, but infinite like Anthem creatures is going to get out of control. If he kills it right now, I am pretty sad. Interesting. Wonder if they're also, I mean, it's very weird for them to be doing Eldrazi on it. Seems to be the energy colors, but so I'm not quite sure what they're trying to ramp into here, but all right, so this is another colorless source. If I wanted to try to get the Eldrazi Ravager going and then Nantuko on it instead. I really like this though. I feel like it's just very powerful. I mean, it lets me hit them for what is this going to be? 8 damage this turn. 9 damage. Pretty good. Pretty aggressive. And like if they remove something, what? They remove this, and then I still have a pretty scary board and spend the whole turn on a removal spell. And if they play something big and scary, I can just Bridgeworks Battle and then just swing out. Okay. And also just, if they don't do anything and they tap out, I can play Bridgeworks Battle as a land just to make another copy. That might actually just be better than using it as a fight spell. If I don't draw land, of course. Oh, are they gonna kill it? Interesting. So the Nantuko's gonna fall off, at which point I don't really care about this anymore, so I'll just put it on the bottom. I can't play a ramp creature and also the Bridgeworks Battle as a fight spell. I could play it as a land, make a 1/1, and then both of these ramp creatures. I don't like that at all. Well, if I do this on the Brood Scale and swing out, I actually force them to chump. Because if they trade for either of these, they just die. So we're just going to keep being aggressive. Would have loved the land though. To also be able to play the Sage and then be able to ramp out the... Wow, they're drawing cards? I mean, I hope that's desperation. I mean, I don't know what else they could be up to. Okay, get my 1/1. They go to 1. Am I scared of the white Wrath, Energy Wrath? How much mana would they have? They would be, all my creatures are cheap, they'd be able to wipe my board. Because if I am scared of that, then I only want to play out one of these creatures. So maybe I play out this one because it's also a lethal attacker and it does some other things. And if I'm desperate, if they wipe the board, I can always play out this to plan to play out the Eldrazi the following turn. Because I need the colorless source. Yeah. I'm just going to hold back a little bit in case they have the Wrath. Plus, I'm going to turn on full control, so that it seems like I have a counter spell. They might be scared to spend the full mana on something. Because if they don't have the Wrath here, it's like, what else do I lose to? You know, they're at 1. And I have 5 lethal attackers. Yeah, okay. No Wrath. I mean, they could have had a Plains in their hand. I was mostly just thinking about, like, what are the things I lose to? Yeah, this seems fine. It's not crazy, but I'll play it. Okay, well there's something to ramp. Oh, I was supposed to bring in the colorless lands. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot. So they're, looks like they're also Eldrazi. Yikes. Brutal. I am going to, okay. Well, I definitely want to bounce this. The question is whether or not I'm going to play this as a land. It is the thing that I'm closest to ramping into. Because if I play this as a land, next turn I can play the Forest on Unfathomable Truths and then have 6. But then if I don't have my 7-drop, it's like, what's even the point? I guess I could play this tapped. Doesn't look like I'm going to be fighting anything anytime soon. The problem is you can just draw and replay that. Yikes. I guess he can't. He doesn't have... Wait, how did he get... No, he has blue from here. Yeah. So he can... If he has any lands, he can draw and replay that. My 7/6 just trades for it, so... It's not even that good for me when I get it down. Yep, there we go. He's probably just going to draw and replay it. That's actually worse for me. Oh my god. I mean, I have to just do this. Yeah, this is not... This is not gonna do it. We're just gonna take 6 here so I can do something with the death touch counter and fighting something to kill something outright. Oh, it doesn't really matter because he's gonna have so much trample, yeah. I don't think there's any way for me to survive. Because I can give this death touch and kill that and I can trade, but I'm just dead. Wait a second, this can be a 0/12. I can make this a 0/12 and then I can give it death touch. But then I don't have enough mana to also make it fight, because I have... I guess I do if I sack the Eldrazi spawn. So play 0/12. I have to do this all in my turn to have it fight this, and then have a death touch counter to trade for this. Yes. If they have literally nothing, I survive another turn. Oh my god. I can't believe I even found a way to have a chance. Okay, he's attacking. He has something. Well, I tried. Look, I found it out and I tried it. Oh wow. Okay, they have the death touch counter. The fact that I even had an out at all there is pretty wild. It wouldn't have mattered that game, but... So these tap for blue, so they're going to replace some blue lands. Should make it a bit easier to cast some of my Eldrazi and help trigger the Nantuko. You're playing sealed, you're playing best of one. Variance is not your friend. That's what, 3 lands? Yikes. My opponent goes first. Hopefully he'll draw a land before I have to play all this tapped. So I'm going to keep it. Not thrilled. I have to play this one tapped, so I have blue or no? Yeah, because I could end up playing this one tapped, and then playing this to play this on turn 3, which means I have to play this first? Or no? Actually, no, I ended up doing that. Awkward. Basking Brood Scale. Which is better, the Strength or the Drowner of Truth? Probably the Drowner of Truth. I'm going to play this tapped. And this gives me options for next turn. Hopefully I'll just draw a land, though. I'd love to just draw an island. It's not an island. Problem is, if I play this, I'm not ramping into anything. But they were on the play, unfortunately. So this doesn't block anything. I think I'm just gonna play the Brood Scale. At least this kind of forces them to adapt the Brood Scale if they want to attack instead of playing another creature and just beating me down. Okay, I did draw the land, but unfortunately I don't have a blue source right now. Do I want to just Horrific Assault that? Could Horrific Assault play this tapped? Or Horrific Assault and then activate this, make it a 3/3? I want to hold this onto this as something to ramp into, so I think what I have to do is I'm going to Horrific Assault, build the Propagator Drone, and then I think I don't adapt so that I can crack this for the blue source to get out the Void Craw next turn. Feels awkward, but... And if there's something weird, I am technically holding up Gift of the Viper. It's just if I don't start ramping this, things are going to get out of control really fast. No land drop? Okay, excellent. So we're both playing Eldrazi and missing out on land, so... And now I draw the colorless thing. Attack first, activate this. Yeah. Now I think I'm gonna have to play this as a land though. And just hope that I draw into something else to play because I need to make land drops. That means they have 5 spells in hand. They're fighting it. Yeah. I need to draw a land next turn. Untapped lands. Oh my god, a right. Writhing Chrysalis. Oh boy. Okay. I drew the island, so I do have options. I think I just need Unfathomable Truths. I'll do it on their turn. Because I could end up Gift of the Vipering something. I don't really want to yet. Somehow I only took 2 damage there. Hopefully this doesn't get countered. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Okay. So, what do I want in Nantuko? I could Nantuko the Evolution Witness, then I wouldn't actually be able to get one this turn. I could It That Heralds the End, Nantuko, and then get a second It That Heralds the End this turn, which would sacrifice the spawn, but that does seem pretty good. That is what I'm going to go for. That actually also lets me hold up Gift of the Viper. Problem is they have all their stuff untapped, so I feel like there's a really good chance that this is not going to work. It's going to get countered or removed or something. Okay, it did work. I do technically have an attack. But I have such an engine going here that I think I'm just gonna pass. Because the 4/4 with the Gift of the Viper technically blocks the Writhing Chrysalis. And then even if they do make more spawns or something, the Death Touch could still trade, so it's like... It's pretty good exchange if they end up having like another way to pump up their Chrysalis, because I'm still basically going 2 for 2. Okay, they were just doing their own Unfathomable Truths. That makes sense. Maybe I just take the 5 damage from this so I can Gift of the Viper and Stomp next turn. And kill the Chrysalis while still having the Death Touch creature. The problem is I want another It That Heralds the End. I have to play this as a land if I don't draw one. Is that Exile target enchantment? Oh my god, my evolution when this thing doesn't even work. Oh my god, this is so brutal. Perfect answer. Oh my god. Well, I do have another Nantuko on the deck. But the problem is that was... I think I'm going to gift to the Viper on the It That Heralds the End. Because I want to be able to get the colorless source so that I'm closer to being able to cast Breaker of Creation. I just need that Writhing Crystal is gone. Okay, thank God. I could Evolution Witness back the Snapping Void Craw in order to try to get this Breaker of Creation going. I can't do it this turn, I don't think. I guess I just hold up the adapts, make them think maybe I have something else. They're unlikely to have Graveyard Hate. Now they can do some sort of adapt shenanigans to make thing, but they only have the one adapt creature for now. So I think I just pass. Because the turtle also lets me draw cards. Lets me ramp this out and draw cards and sort of get back in this game. This feels strange. This would be crazy to double block if I'm planning to. If theoretically they can't kill either, right? So if they pump this up, it's not like they'll be able to kill both. And it's better than them just eating one of my creatures. Alright. They're thinking a lot. I'm thinking they're probably going to kill in response to not let me. Okay. Well, this feels weird. They must have been trying to blow me out and not count on, didn't count on the double block. That's all I can think of for that attack to make sense. They shouldn't do this over 2 turns. They're adapted again. Okay. I mean, if that's really all they do and this is their turn, like, that's great for me, because that's very close to nothing. And they're cracking the colorless lands. Are they getting a different color? Are they splashing like a white or something? That would be crazy for them to just be running 4 colors like that. Nope. Just don't need the colorless. Okay. Yeah, I think now I just cast this instead. Do I attack my creatures? Probably. I'm okay with trading these off. Or do I just Stump Stomp? Because I can Stump Stomp and cast this? Yeah, I'm just gonna Stump Stomp. I'm looking at my graveyard. Why could they probably look at my graveyard? It's not Abomination. Maybe they're... I don't know why they would be looking at my graveyard, because they already know I can't recur anything else with this Evolution Witness. There's only Annihilator once. The Annihilator doesn't really matter. It's mostly just a 6/6. Because they have so many lands they can just sack, and they have all those tokens. But considering their last turn, it doesn't really feel like they have anything crazy in their hand. Unless they were scared of a counterspell and they have, like, some huge Eldrazi they were scared to cast last turn. Okay. Interesting. Slightly bigger than my creature. I have 7 mana. So I can cast this and then sack the Eldrazi if I want to play the Voidcraw. Hopefully draw the Wastegate Battle Mage to exile the Hydra like they exiled mine. That would be just desserts if I do it right back to them. Give me my Wastegate Battle Mage. Come on, justice, one time. No justice. I can set up for a huge Breaker of Creation though. The Wastegate Battle Mage is in the deck. There's only 17 cards left. I have an Nantuko, a Wastegate Battle Mage. What else? Demon Furier helps. Bridgeworks Battle would be great. Not a ton of great draws, to be honest. Kind of running out of steam here a bit. Oh boy. Please not the Voidcraw. Just tap down 2 big creatures. I don't. Please not the Voidcraw. Okay, excellent. Having said that, none of this has reach, and this has trample. So I would go to 7 and then effectively 2 and then have to block with 4 power worth of blockers next turn. Which would be like what? The Death Touch and the Brood Scale to kill it and... Oh, this is... Because I don't think there's any point in blocking it this turn and just like chumping. Get the damage down. Well, what am I talking about? I'm getting a ton of life. What am I talking about? I'm fine. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 if I want to sack. So that's 8, so that's 11. So I should play the Quaddle first just to gain an extra life. Because I don't think I'm countering any spells at this point. And it has Devoid, so it is colorless. $14 life, 7 to 21 life. They thought they were gonna race me, but not so much. And they're stacking the lands. I guess they just want to get those lands out of the deck to have more draws. Which means I can probably expect that they don't have things like their own Breaker of Creation. So if I swing out, it's effectively Annihilator 3, but the 6/7 is an annoyingly good blocker. If they attack with the 5/5, my only real attack is the 8/4, and then if they put out 3 power with the stuff, they end up with a good block. My lack of reach creature is a problem. Bridgeworks battle off the top is the thing I want to see. That or my own Wastecape Battle Mage. Oh, come on. No, I didn't want to see it off the top for you. I wanted to see it off the top for me. Well, they can't attack this turn because I could just trade. And I can bring this back. I guess there's no reason to bring this back on their turn because there's no mana costs. I can just do it next turn and replay it if that's what I end up wanting to do. I think they're only... did they not realize they wouldn't be able to attack? Where to where? Okay. Well, if they had another counter, that would be a problem because it could be big enough to... Oh, God. If I attack with the Breaker of Creation, I can't attack because they'll just block this and then we'll just have a 7/8 Hydra. Like, this effectively dies into itself. So what, do I just draw a card? It feels desperate, but I kind of am desperate. Come on, some sort of removal thing. Okay, I could get a second Breaker of Creation. That seems pretty good. And it has hexproof from each color. So they're going to have a hell of a time removing this thing. Now the question is, do I attack with it? I don't think so. I'm hoping to draw a land next turn. In fact, if I play the Dryad, I can crack this for another card and probably draw another land. But then, what's my block? I guess I would use the 8/4 token to trade for this, and then, what, take 5 in the air? Probably. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Because I need this for the colorless mana to be able to draw cards off Snapping Voidcraw. And the hexproof from each color is going to be a real problem for them. Because unless they have another Wastecape Battle Mage to kill this Nantuko, which if they do that, I am going to be so unhappy, then... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that does work. They can tap it down, but I wasn't blocking with it anyways. So they should have tapped down the token. That's what they should have done. Because this is the one that can't really block the 7/8. Not really sure what they're doing with all the token moving here. Okay. I'm probably gonna want to draw a card anyways, so I guess I just do that. Maybe I attack with the 8/4 and they think that there's a chance that I don't have a land. You know, these Annihilator triggers are gonna add up. I could sack the Brood Scale and the Coatl to bring this out as a 6/6 to block the 5/6, but I do feel like being able to chump block the 5/5 is pretty important. So I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I shouldn't have drawn the card. I should have kept the Death Touch blocker. I don't know. I'm only taking 5 damage if I chump the flyer, so it's difficult to be too scared. And actually I can double block the 5/6, so like whatever. Oh, that's why they're moving the counter, because they're gonna move another counter and then it can't, or rather it trades for the 2 witnesses if I double block. But then they could have just had, I mean, then this becomes a 5/6 and it can't really attack, so I don't know, I still don't get what they're doing. Deck size matters. They're at 14 cards, I'm at 12. They're just hoping that I stop drawing lands, but joke's on them. I got lots of lands. So Annihilator 6 would do what? They'd sack 4 lands and 2 tokens. They could sack this. Also, they'll be able to sack that. Yeah, no, it's not time to attack with this one yet. Do I want to keep drawing cards? Wastegate Battle Mage is still insane, so probably. Oh, if this attacks, it only has 6 power, so it doesn't... Can I not attack this turn? Wow, I can't attack this turn because of the 7. I guess I just draw my card. Come on. Wastegate Battle Mage, please. This is interesting. The Hydra would get bigger if I got rid of the Hydra. But it would enable an attack this turn. I don't think the attack this turn's that good, though. I think I just pass this turn. I have 3 lands left in the deck. I don't really have an infinite number of these breakers. Discard 2 cards, investigate 4, or maybe just once for 2. Okay, once for 2 clues. None of that does much of anything. And they only have 9 cards left in their deck. So if I attacked with all 3 of these next turn, that's Annihilator 6. So that's what? 2 clues? Yeah, no, they just have so many spawns that the Annihilator triggers don't really matter. Oh, they'll shuffle something back in. They'll get the Writhing Chrysalis back. Okay, I understand where they're going with this. God, I'd love the Wastegate Battle Mage next turn to just kill this. Actually, now I just killed the Saga. What? Oh, they're gonna... What? No, you want the 3rd mode, because you want to get the Writhing Chrysalis back. What are you doing? You don't want more clues. I don't understand that at all. Why would they want more clues? They're gonna deck themselves. I mean, I guess they're never gonna deck them, but I don't get that at all. I thought they'd want to get the Writhing Chrysalis back. Maybe they want to draw until there's only a couple cards left and then put the Writhing Chrysalis in. This is interesting. I can bounce. I mean, the fact that they didn't let this fire. I could get Wastegate Battle Mage. I mean, I don't want to mill myself. Drawing all these cards. But I have two really good removal things in here. I feel like I have to draw. Just please, give me the Wastegate. That's very interesting. This is instant speed, right? Yes, so I could actually buff this up to have... I could buff all these things up at instant speed. I don't really want to Demon Fear any of these because they just get better when my opponent gets to replay them. I have to sack 4 permanents. I mean, these Annihilator triggers aren't nothing. I'm not drawing any more cards. It might take me these 8 turns to win the game. This is an insane game of Sealed. Wow, they're trading. God, I wonder, do you think they have something in their deck that they know is left and that's why they're doing this? Because otherwise, this is like... Seems really grim for them to have to do that. Should I hold back this flyer? No. I'm not that worried about what they have left in their deck. I'm gonna get a flyer. Because then if I can bounce the Hydra, I can just swing in and... Like, they're gonna have to sack so many lands the next time I attack. Yeah, they just discard the card to make more tokens to sack to Annihilator. Like, they're just in the abyss here. Like, how do you come back from this? I mean, I would think that they would want to get something back. So if I bounce this, yeah. This feels pretty grim for them. Yeah, they're done. They're out, they're over it. Oh my god, what an insane... How long was that one game? That was crazy. Wow. Okay, now let's think. How good is putting Nantuko on Nantuko? That's pretty good, right? That's pretty good, because if the first Nantuko doesn't get removed, I play a land, I make another Nantuko, and then the next one makes 3 1/1s, and then if it doesn't get removed, the next one makes 4. I mean, it's like having a Scoot Swarm that's active on turn 3. This could just be infinite Nantukos wins the game. It's gonna feel so weird playing this out on 2, though. If they just like remove it with anything, I'm gonna be very sad. Maybe I don't. Maybe I play this on, you know, I play this on 2, and then on turn, no, because I wanna pop up as soon as possible. Yeah, so I'm sad if it doesn't work out, but I'm gonna try to put a Nantuko on a Nantuko and start comboing off on turn 3. I did go first. They have to have 2 mana removal for a 1/1. For a 1/1. But it's just obscene. It's just game winning. And this is sealed, so. If they get black, it means they have removal. If they get green, they're in Eldrazi, it means they're late on removal. Yeah, okay, they could be late on removal. Oh, this is gonna be great. Okay. I'm just gonna play my Nantuko on turn 2. Yeah, opponent's like, wow, what a bad move. He must have no other creatures. This is a real desperation move from my opponent. No removal. Don't have removal. Oh yeah, they're just ramping. You never expect the Nantuko on the Nantuko in limited. So they actually have a window right now to remove it, but if they don't remove it right now, then next turn... Did the new Nantukos trigger? No, they won't trigger. I should have played the Sage this turn. They don't have it. Oh my god. So next turn, I will get another Nantuko and 3 1/1s. There's only 1 Nantuko a turn that I get, but then I start getting an additional 1/1. Lets me pay 2 mana for 3 1. What the heck is this? Oh, he's gonna use this on my permanent, on my Nantuko, to stop things before they get even more out of control. No. No, they're just gonna let me do this. That feels optimistic. This works on an artifact, right? Artifact or enchantment, yeah. So, oh yeah, this is gonna be great. Yes, I will get another. Why does it want to tap like this? I guess it doesn't matter. Green and blue kicker? Yeah, I can still pay both. I don't have mana for both. I can only do the green, but still. They eat 1, take 2. Nah. I'm not gonna block with 3 1/1s. Trade 2 of them for a real creature. Seems fine to me. I'm gonna be getting plenty more 1/1s. probably want to play this to... And I won't get to play my Eldrazi Ravager. I just play the Eldrazi Ravager and skip out on the Nantuko value this turn? No, that feels crazy. I have a Strength of the Harvest in this deck, which gives a creature +1/+1 for each creature you control. Just saying. I think I'm gonna copy the Nantuko. I don't think it's gonna be as good for you as it's okay, the Riding Chrysalis. You don't get the spawns though. I think it feels weird. I think it's better for me to play this than the Ravager, because then I can start drawing cards, which will give me lands, which will give me more Nantukos, which will give me more 1/1s until I just swing out and kill them in one turn. Like, this feels like the game plan that I'm on right now. Because I get spawns from when I draw my second card each turn from the Messenger. So I'm just like building up a big combo thing here. And then it won't matter how big the Writhing Chrysalises get, because I can just have chump blocks too. Oh wow, that matters. Kappa Cannoneer, Jesus. But he has to play artifacts, and he's probably not going to have many artifacts in their deck. So it seems scary, but I mean, it's scary because of the modified, really. That's a lot of lifelink. Okay, I'd very much like to get a land here. Oh boy. Fire is worthless. What if I got a 0/12 defender? I'm gonna do it. I'm just stalling time here. This is a weird game, but this is the game that I've chosen. I just don't think they're gonna have enough artifacts to kill me with this. I don't believe them. And I'm drawing 2 cards a turn right now. And all my lands give me increasing numbers of 1/1s. That's an artifact. They get to hit me for 6. It already has lifelink. I could just gain 10 life. Or what? Draw a card and then play the Corrupted Shapeshifter? I like drawing the card, because then if I get a land, I can do Nantuko. I would very much like a land. Okay, excellent. That's an artifact. Oh, but they can't... Oh my god. Okay, well they can't kill me, and I am going to gain 1 billion life next turn. They're out of cards in their hand, so surely they're going to be out of artifacts. Surely. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana, 8, So yes, I can afford to pay for the Nantukos. And then play Breaker of Creation. If they draw an artifact, though, I swear to God. Shadow of the Second Sun. Oh my God. Double Writhing Chrysalis, Kappa Cannoneer, Shadow of the Second Sun, dear lord. I'm gonna be honest, this Nantuko on Nantuko has not been as good as I expected it to be. I know it looks crazy, but it's not really like letting me win the game. I would like to draw a card, please. So if I attack with the Annihilator, 8/4, how do they block? They probably double block Writhing Chrysalises, like kill one of the Writhing Chrysalises. Or like what, Riddlegate and Envoy? There's not much else I can do with the 8/4 other than attack with it, so... Problem is they're gonna draw into artifacts and then kill me that way. I might as well try and clean up their board considering I have infinite 1/1s. I mean, they can't activate that because they're short of green. Oh, yeah, no, they can because they have this. Okay. So if they draw an artifact, it's really bad. I guess they can't really equip it and play an artifact. Yeah, this is not great. So I can kill the 8/8, but that doesn't really help that much. If I swung out with everything, swung out with all the 1/1s, it would kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and then take 15 and gain more than 15. So what I have to kill is the Envoy of the Ancestors. But I wonder if it's too late for that. I can have the Dryad kill something. I can kill whatever I want. I think I have to kill the thing that's giving everything lifelink, because I don't see any way to get back in the game while that's around. Oh my god, what? That's game losing for me. Well, this on the 0-12 effectively stalls for as long as I want, because I'll have a 113 Death Touch Reach creature. And then I just hope to draw Stump Stomp to kill the 3/4, or what, do I try to mill them out? They're trying to a turn, they technically draw through their deck faster than me? No, because they're going to draw artifacts and kill me that way. That's just a 3-mana 3/3, I think. Could be wrong, but... My creature's so tiny, he can't see it, but it's a 113 reach Death Touch creature. Oh boy. So I think I still want to draw because I'm trying to get Stump Stomp. That's how Stump Stomp or Bridgeworks Battle to get rid of the lifelink is how I get back in this game. Okay, no. But I can double Nantuko this turn. I have an island left, right? Yes, I do. Look at all those triggers. Just 9 Springheart Nantuko triggers. No biggie. I could just play this Ravager. Probably wise if I'm planning to swing out at some point. Well, the spawns do help with if I were to draw Strength of the Harvest, because then I'd have an absolutely massive flyer, but because 21, I'm doing a lot of math, 36, 37, 38, 42, 44, yes, with these, I'm pretty sure the flyer is a one-shot and would force them to chomp. So it gives me an extra out. So I think I hold on to them because I don't think the 6/6 Annihilator one's doing a lot for me right now. What a weird game. Pass. I mean, I'm the one who made it the weird game. I did this. Oh, these are timed matches. I'm just noticing. I do have to watch the clock on this one, even though it's best of one. Dear Lord. The way I lose this game is to artifacts, right? Okay, that's not an artifact. I have enough blockers that I'm not super worried about trample. we're gonna try to draw for one of my game-winning cards. Okay. Well, let's pop off with the Nantukos. And then we're gonna try and get rid of the lifelink and do a huge swing here. See if that can go through. Okay, take number 2, getting rid of the lifelink creature. Can you save it again? No. Excellent. So this does not buff up my 1/1s. So I will have 48. No, I don't want to attack with the Nantuko. So I'm just gonna have mere 36 1/1 swinging at them. That leaves me back plenty of blockers. Well, the creatures do have trample, but yes, so I think I swing out. Do I attack with anything else? No, I don't think so. How do I attack that entire group? Okay, click and hold? No? Oh my god, do I have to click them all manually? Oh god, what's the shortcut for this? Can I just drag over them? No, I just have to click them all manually. 36 attackers. No lifelink for you. I'm gonna play It That Heralds the End, so the spawns all have 2 health to help deal with the trampled creatures on the crackback. No, I want to do it like this. And then I'm going to get another 0/12 as well. That should ensure I start. Look at how tiny my creatures are. What is this game? What have I done to the game of Magic the Gathering? This is supposed to be the serious competitive event, and look at what I have done. They're gonna have to swing out and try to kill me this turn. Oh no. Oh, wait, was I wrong? Did they? Oh, because they draw 2 cards a turn. Right. Okay, so no, they do actually have a window. I don't. Darn, I thought I was going to kill them next turn. I mean, I do have a lot of draws that would kill them next turn. Yikes. I mean, I can't block. So if they draw another artifact, I'm dead. I should have played this turtle to draw an extra card. Oh my god. I can't believe I haven't drawn. Come on, I have 3 cards here that are like insane. It's not one of them. Oh my god, am I gonna lose after all this because I couldn't draw a kill spell for the lifelink guy? Okay, so they would gain 14, 17, 20 life and go to 50. And I have enough attackers that I think they're just dead. Through the lifelink. could get an 8/4 as well. So I have 40, 49, 50, 51, 58, 59, more than that. Yeah, I'm just going to turn this into an 8/4. Hope they don't have removal and swing with everything. Because they can only gain, yeah. So otherwise I just feel like I died to the Kappa Cannoneer. Now, if they have a removal spell for my Anthem creature, that's how I get into a lot of trouble here. That's how they win the game and then just kill me on the crackback. $46, $50. I mean, I think I just win here. Yeah. Oh my god. That's the most insane limited game of my life. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a decent hand. Although I don't know if decent is good enough, to be honest. But it's good enough to keep. Okay, keep that green light counters thing going on. That would be a lot more terrifying if I didn't have this. Still relatively terrifying though, not gonna lie. So I can't do it this turn because it requires colorless. So do I play the Drowner? And they're gonna hit me for what, 4 next turn? I could play the Evolution Witness. No, because I have to activate it this turn. I think it's because I could Horrific Assault it and leave them with just the Glyph Elemental. But it's sort of like, what's the point when it's going to become just a 2/2 shortly? So this definitely happens. Question whether I play this as a land, whether I do this, whether I try to do anything with these cards. Next turn, because it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. This requires 5 to do both, so I think I'm just going to play this tapped, and then I'm going to try to do both of the Wastegate Battle Mage modes next turn. Kill the Glyph, bounce whatever they play this turn. Take a bunch of damage, but okay, good. They don't have another one, thank God. It's got a 12 here, but that's gonna be pretty good for me. It's a good bounce target. Their stuff's gonna get exiled, it's not gonna die. Sound enchantment. Look at the Cliff Elemental. Bounce this. And then if they attack, I can trade and then Evolution Witness back the Battle Mage. Oh my god, that's so crazy. That's gonna be because their deck is gonna be full of enchantment creatures. Okay, they're not crazy enough to offer that trade. I'm one short of the Eldrazi Ravager. I don't like them having that Guardian of the Forgotten. I could Gift of the Viper, the 3/3, and then Horrific Assault that, and then swing in for 6. It's nice and aggressive. Actually swinging for more even if I wanted to. Actually, then I don't have to do that. I could just do this and then Horrific Assault. And then this gives them a reason to kill my Wastegate Battle Mage, which is what I want them to do, because I want to be able to bring it back with Evolution Witness to get the cast trigger again. This thing tapped poorly. I trusted the auto tapper. This is bad because I'm not holding up Gift of the Viper now. If I get punished for that, I'm going to be so pissed. The auto tapper really does not behave well with these lands. I should know better than to trust the auto tapper. Are they going to use their own gift to trade for it, or are they just chumping? Yes, okay. But I'm happy with this. I was trying to incentivize them to make that trade because they're going to have more great bounce because they're counters deck, right? So a ton of their creatures are enchantments. Oof, that's not any of those things. That sucks. Unfortunately, that's a fight. And I think I'd try and Gift of the Viper trade because this is just such an incredible... They're probably not going to block, in which case I Evolution Witness and get back the other thing, right? But this is such like a great value engine that I'm happy to sort of like 2-for-1 myself here, 1 here. 2-for-1 myself here. Get that off the board, okay. Maybe they just won't have any lands. Come on, don't hit a creature. Don't do it. Okay, God, thank God. Okay, I'm gonna get my thing back. Now I can't have this effectively trade for that. It's not great, but it would leave them with just, what is this? Is it gonna be a 3/3? Or are they gonna put the counter on the 7/5? If they put it on the 7/5, that'd be crazy. Okay. I don't want to trade this for the 7/5. Yeah, I have to do this, and I just need 1 turn of them not drawing anything huge and scary. I could play this as a 2/2, but I hate that. I mean, I could Gift to the Viper and eat their creature. You know what? They have no cards in hand. I'm gonna play this as a 2/2. I'm at 8. It feels bad, but no, I can't. I can't. But then what if they just play a creature and hit me for 2 and I'm down at 6, you know? I mean, if I do this, it will eat one creature and trade for another. And the odds that I get punished off something off the top of their deck feels very unlikely. They're drawing off the top of their deck. Okay, great. Okay, no stops. They have nothing. Bodes well for me. So this will pump them, and then I attack with the 6/6. Or I could gift. Stomp. I mean, I feel like they're unlikely to... I guess they would double block. So I guess I am just going to do everything. Make this huge. Have it kill this. Swing. They sack a plains, presumably. Annihilator 1 does not often matter. They sacked this. Oh, because they can bring it back with something else later, presumably. Okay, I mean, this is kind of scary. It's less scary now. 3/3 flying or 2/5 vigilance? Probably 3/3 flying. Oh yeah, 3/3 flying wins the game next turn, so yeah. Actually, technically so is the vigilance with the anthem, but... And if they kill this, I can actually sack 2 Eldrazi to bring it back if I want to. Yeah, okay, they're dead. Oof! And sometimes you just get run over by double Writhing Chrysalis. Okay, I mean, this definitely seems like a keepable hand. Man, my opponents keep going first. Oh god, they're trying to run me over. That's the thing I said I was scared of. Oh my god, that's so aggressive. Okay, well, I can at least threaten to trade for the Pyro Surfer. Maybe that'll hold it back. No, I'm gonna try to Horrific Assault to trade for 2 things. The problem is that ends up being the only thing I can do this turn, which I think means I want to play this tapped. I wish I could get an Eldrazi out to get the life. It would be incredible in this matchup. Okay, great. No removal spell to blow me out, so then I think I play this tapped. And if they spend their whole turn to kill this with the Simulacrum, like, I'm thrilled with that. Great, and I get to exile that. Incredible. Okay. I'm feeling a lot better now. Because they can't really attack with the 1/1 this turn, and then I can exile that. Interesting. Wow. They actually, that's crazy that they... I mean, yeah, that does get 3 damage in, and I can't, because I need the Colorless to be able to exile the Cranial Ram. Okay. Hopefully I'm a bit closer to stabilizing, although they could have any more. They could have more cranial rams, but hopefully in sealed they just have the one. Okay. This feels like a good time to draw cards. I'm just gonna pass. All lands with no Nantukos. Okay. Oh, the problem is I don't really have any good targets for Nantuko right now, which is crazy to say in this deck. So 4, 5, I could have 6, I could have 7 mana. No, I have 5, 6, 7, I could have 8 mana. Which means I could Bridgeworks Battle and just Unfathomable Truths again to try to find... Because I want to play something better to put this Nantuko on. I mean, I could put it on like the 1/2 Death Touch, but that doesn't really... I don't want a ton of Death Touchers. This costs 4, so they wouldn't be able to do it in response if I just try and kill the vampire. So yeah, I'm gonna just kill the vampire and go again. I don't want to do it on this. I mean, 3/3 flyers are decent, but like, come on. And the fact that I did nothing last turn and it still doesn't really... Yeah, they still can't attack or do anything. That bodes really well for me. But I need to take advantage of this opportunity now because they're going to have some reach. They're going to have... Oh, wait. Okay. Here we go. Yes. Breaker of Creation. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Breaker of Creation. So I'll just play this. I will Breaker of Creation. Maybe I should have held the lands. Gets me a ton of life. So I stabilize. It can't kill the Simulacrum because it has hexproof from each color. And then I will just pass. I mean, look at that. I just gained 10 life. Wow, yeah. Nope. Can't do that in the 8/4. And there's about to be a lot of those 8/4s, let me tell you. Oh my god, I can do it twice. Can I do it twice and pay for it twice? 6, 7... I think I can. Oh my god. My opponent's gotta be like, you've gotta be kidding me. Hey, once. Hey, twice. Attack. Concede! This deck is insane. Oh, wow. Okay. Kind of an interesting hand. I'm probably gonna wanna play the Drowner tap turn 1. Well, I'm gonna have an opportunity on turn 3 to play it if I don't draw lands. No, I don't wanna. This card is not... It's a backup plan. It's just in case I draw it late. I really just wanna play it as a land. I have much better things to copy with Nantuko and whatnot. And this gives me the option of like turning this into a 3/3 and then Horrific Assault to play something really scary right now. Just gonna kill it? No, they're not gonna kill it. Well, it sounds like they might have a removal spell, so I think I'm gonna give up on a damage to be able to have the option to activate it in response to a removal spell. Yeah, because they have stops. And I kind of really desperately need the colorless source right now. So I'm just gonna give up on the damage. This is a slow, grindy deck. I can win there in time. I'm not gonna sweat the 1 damage. Interesting colors. Yeah, there's like a commander card in these colors, right? Man, do I activate it now? I mean, it just feels like they have a removal spell. And if they do, then what? No, the hand just does nothing if I don't get to activate this. If they continue to do nothing next turn, which is incredibly unlikely, I will activate it next turn because I do now have the Unfathomable Truths lined up. They must be splashing one of those colors. Maybe they're... Okay. And these are Eldrazi colors. If they played a Trickster Elk, that feels weird. I could play an Eldrazi Ravager and just make them start sacking things because they have so few permanents in play right now. It does feel pretty good. And then maybe they'll trade this off first, which will put them in even more dire of a position. Okay, so let's get a 6/6. I mean, that Annihilator 1 when all they have in play is 4 lands, like, if they don't have a removal spell, and like, they would have to be a red removal spell, right? Or like a blue bounce thing. Because if they bounce, I don't have the colorless source to replay it immediately. Okay, that also works. Problem is they're going to exile, so I won't be able to return it, which sucks. I don't have the land drop, so Unfathomable on my turn to try and find it. Or I could play this to get the Herald, but that doesn't seem that great. Interesting. So the Nantuko on the Ravager is like an incredibly high-risk play that I have access to, just to like make another one. Not this turn, but next turn, because they don't currently have the colorless source to be able to exile it. I am going to play this, because if I play the Nantuko next turn, I can crack it to get the land if I don't draw one. Because they're not like super incentivized to exile this. And if I don't find a colorless source, then like, what are they gonna do? Burn another removal spell? I think they already burned a removal on. Okay, now they have the colorless source, so it doesn't really make sense anymore. I'm probably on like an If That Heralds Nantuko plan, which means I kind of want to draw land. I could also do an Evolution Witness Nantuko plan. Because the Evolution Witness is that, like, you know, once I get the second one in play, it's an infinite mana sink. I can just keep recurring creatures. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could play the Witness, play the Nantuko. Oh, but I can't crack this for the land. Ugh. I have the 7 mana, but I don't get the Nantuko trigger. And is this just like another boring setup turn for me? I mean, I could just Nantuko an infinite number of 3/3 flyers. Maybe that's better than getting cute. No, I like the witnesses. Okay, so I'm gonna set up for that by just getting tons of mana. I really want to draw like a land next turn though. I need to start drawing the lands. I guess this will help me draw cards once I get the Nantuko thing online. Because once I have 2 Evolution Witnesses out, if they kill the one that has the Nantuko on it, I can just recur that Evolution Witness. And then what, attack with the Nantuko, and then if they block it, I just recur it? Like, so it's just the free 1 damage a turn? Hey, wait a second. Wait a second. That's my deck. Is this what the 6-in-1 matches? Just Nantuko mirrors all day? Okay. It's fine. I have 2 Nantukos. And I have an Evolution Witness. Plus theirs is, I'm gonna kill that Dryad with my Dryad. Okay. Never mind. Well, I'm gonna stop them from doing their shenanigans, and then I'm just gonna play the Breaker of Creation. Okay. So they can get Death Touch creatures, but I'm gonna be that is hex. Now, to be fair, hexproof from each color in this matchup. They could have colorless ways to remove it because they are playing Eldrazi. Like, actually, this is not devoid. God, if I get a land next turn, I can make 2 Breakers of Creation. Okay, they're gonna have lots of Nightshade Dryads. I get it. You didn't have to play a 6/5 for that. You could have just played a land. The real genius play from them is they attack with a 3/4 Death Touch. They just call my bluff. Wow, they're a genius. I'm at 32 life though. I'm just gonna take it. Come on, land. Please land. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. Okay. So. We're gonna have to actually do some math here. So if I was to get 3 activations, that would be all of this plus 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think I can actually afford 3 activations. So we're just gonna tap this for a minute. This is insane what I'm doing right now, for the record. Dude, I just made 3 Breaker of Creation tokens this turn. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Do I even need to keep this Breaker of Creation around, or can I just attack with it? No, I'll just wait to next turn to attack when I'm attacking with Annihilator 8. Like, what are they going to do about that? I'm at 29 life. Hexproof from each color. Yeah, you can make death touch creatures, but my creatures have Annihilator 2. You're not really trading one for one. If they attack with the Altasaur, I'm just going to take 6 damage. Oh my god. Wow, and then I can't bring that back with Evolution Witness because they exiled it. That sucks. Now I'm going to take 3 to maximize the Annihilators. Ooh, Strength of the Harvest is pretty scary on the Altasaur, but they're going to have to sack a lot of permanents before that thing comes down. Well, I can bounce this Death Touch token, and then they have to trade honestly for the Breaker of Creations, which seems pretty good. Annihilator 8. And you can only kill one of these? They just sacked their Nantuko. That's kind of scary. Maybe they have the double something's power thing and that's how they're planning to win. I'm going to play this as a 0-12 in case that's the case. Because, like, I mean, just stall for time, right? I'm attacking for Annihilator 8s. I mean, look at my opponent just sacking permanents. They have 2 lands! They have to be planning shenanigans with... I mean, I don't... Yeah, no, they got nothing. They got nothing! I did it! I got there! Hell yeah. So, I mean, I've done 3 of these Arena Directs now, and I've gotten two boxes. This is crazy. I'm definitely going to keep doing this. You can expect more streams. Probably maybe another stream from me tomorrow. I might be around. Just tune into the channel and see. But, because, I mean, I have 2 for... I mean, I have a 66% trophy rate. I'd be crazy not to just keep doing this, right? I've won like $460 worth of product. Might as well just buy gems and keep going. But yeah, this is absolutely crazy. This deck was insane. I mean, just double Nantuko. I mean, there was the game where I Nantuko'd on Nantuko'd and just like created increasing numbers of 1/1s and attacked through their lifelink. I made so many Breaker Creation tokens. Oh my god. This has been a sick deck, an incredible run. Super thrilled with this other box. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to stop the stream here, but I'll be around. I'm probably going to upload this video elsewhere if you're watching this later. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.